Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am going to do EXP 25 Excel chapter 1 cumulative medical. Basically this is the first chapter of Excel section of this Pearson course, and in this video I will be doing this assignment step by step so that you can get your assignment done by watching this complete video. But if you want me to do this assignment for you, or if you want me to do this complete course for you, including all the Excel, Word, PowerPoint or Access assignments, you can contact me and you can hire me for your complete course. You can also hire me for your other courses like accounting, management, finance, information technology, computer sciences, all other writing assignments, mathematics or statistics. My WhatsApp number and email is showing at the bottom of the screen. You can contact me either through WhatsApp or email and you can hire me for your complete courses. So at start of the instruction you can see the project description. So there is nothing to do, there is nothing to solve in project description, but I suggest you to read this project description so that you can get an idea about the assignment. Once you will read this project description, this will be easy for you to understand this assignment well and you will be able to solve this assignment easily. So just go through this project description and get an idea about the assignment. So then we have the main part of the assignment, that is steps to perform to complete this project or questions to solve to complete this assignment or project. So total steps or total questions to solve in this assignment are 27. So in this video I will solve step by step and you are just supposed to follow me if you want to get this ready for you. So step number 1. Start Excel, download and open the file named EXP25 Excel Chapter 1 Cumulative Medical. Grader has automatically added your last name to beginning of the file name. So this is the Excel workbook that we gonna use to solve this assignment. We will apply all the instructions, all the steps to this Excel workbook and we will make this Excel workbook in the final form for the submission. So in step number 1, we are just supposed to download and open this Excel workbook. So I have already downloaded this and you can download this from your course dashboard. There is nothing else to solve in step number 1. So let's move to step number 2. You notice that 3/22/2027 VN expense on row 10 is the duplicate of expense on row 8. That is saying row 10 is duplicate of row 8. Okay. You will delete the duplicate row. Select and delete row 10 that contains the duplicate 320. Okay, so now we are supposed to delete row 10 because this has the duplicate values. Okay, delete this one. So in step number 2 we are just supposed to delete the duplicate row. Now let's do step number 3. You want to move 3/2/2027 pharmacy expense to be listed in chronological order. Select and cut row 11 that contains 3/2/2027 pharmacy expense and insert cut cell on row 5. So first we are supposed to cut row 11 and paste them on row 5. So select row 11, cut this one, click in cell A5 and paste inside cut cells. Okay, so that is all about step number 3, where we were supposed to cut row 11 and then we were supposed to paste them on row 5. Okay, now that is all about step number 3. You decide to insert a column for additional data. Insert a new column A and type expense number in cell A3. So just go to cell A, just go to column A, right click on that and click insert. So now you can see that we have inserted a new column, that is a new column A. Now we are supposed to type expense number in cell A3. So here we are supposed to type expense number, okay, in cell A3. That is all about step number 4. In new column you want to create a coding system consisting of the year, month and sequential numbering for the expenses. Type 2027-03-001 in cell A4. Use autofill to complete the expense number to range A5 up to A11. So first we will go to cell A4 and we are supposed to type this 2027-03-001. So let me go to cell A4 and here we are supposed to type 2027-03-001. Okay, then we are supposed to use autofill to complete the expense numbering. So use the fill handler to drag it down up to A11. Okay, now that is all about step number 5. Now let's do step number 6. After filling the expense numbers, you will increase the column width to display the data. Change the width of column A to 12. So we will select column A, go to format and click column width and from here type 12. So we have changed the column width of column A to 12 points. And that is all about step number 6, where we were supposed to change the width of column A to 12 points. Now let's do step number 7. The worksheet should have a title above the data. Type March 2027 medical expenses in cell A1 and merge and center the title over the range A1 up to J1. So we are supposed to type this as title in cell A1. March 2027 medical expenses. So go to cell A1 and here we are supposed to type March 2027 medical expenses. Okay, so here we were supposed to type March 2027 medical expenses. So I have written the title, that is March 2027 medical expenses in cell A1. So that is all about step number 7. Now let's do step number 8. The title would look more professional with some formatting. Apply bold, green font color and 14-point font size to the title in cell A1. So now we are supposed to do some modification in the title that we have just inserted in cell A1. So first we are supposed to apply bold. So apply bold. Then font color should be green font color. So we will change the font color to the green. Okay. Then we are supposed to change the size of the font to 14 points. This one. So that is all about step number 8, where we were supposed to apply bold, then green color and 14-point font size to the title that is given in cell A1. You decide to replace lab with laboratory to provide more descriptive expense name. Find all the occurrences of lab and replace them with laboratory. So go to cell A1, go to home tab, go to editing and replace. Here find what we are supposed to type lab here and replace with we are supposed to type laboratory. Click replace all. So it is saying all done, we made two replacement. That's mean two lab word have been replaced with the word laboratory. So now close this one. So that is all about step number 9. Now let's do step number 10. The worksheet contains spelling error that needs to be identified and corrected. So now we are supposed to correct the spelling error. Check the spelling in the worksheet and correct all the spelling errors. So go to review tab and click on the spelling. So now we are supposed to change this with paid and radiology, this one. So now spell check complete, you are good to go. That's mean we have corrected the misspelled word in this worksheet. So that is all about step number 10. Step number 11 is you are ready to enter the first formula to calculate the adjusted rate. Calculate the adjusted bill in cell F4. So now in cell F4 here we are supposed to calculate the adjusted bill for the medical exam. Okay. Notice saying by subtracting the amount not covered from the amount billed. Once we will subtract the amount not covered from the amount billed, we will get the adjusted bill. So here type equal sign and we are supposed to subtract amount not covered from the amount billed. So amount billed is given in cell D4 minus amount not covered is given in cell E4. That's mean D4 minus E4. Amount billed minus amount not covered will be the adjusted bill. This one 125. Now we are supposed to copy the formula to the range F5 up to F11. So use the fill handle to drag it down up to F11. Okay. So we will get the adjusted bill for the other like laboratory, pharmacy, medical supplies. For these we got the adjusted bill by subtracting amount not covered from the amount billed. Okay. So that is all about step number 11. Next you will calculate the amount owed. Calculate the amount owed in cell I4. So now we are supposed to calculate the amount owed in cell I4 by subtracting the insurance paid and co-pay from the adjusted bill. So now we are supposed to subtract the insurance paid and the co-pay from the adjusted bill. So we will type equal sign, then select the adjusted bill and we are supposed to subtract insurance paid and then co-pay from the adjusted bill. So we are subtracting insurance paid G4 and the co-pay that F4. We are subtracting these two from the adjusted bill that is given in cell F4. We will get the amount paid. Okay, 0. Now we are supposed to copy the formula to the range I5 up to I11. So just use the fill handle to drag it down. So we got the amount owed. Okay, that is all about step number 12 of this assignment where we were supposed to calculate the amount owed. Okay. Now let's do step number 13. Finally, you will calculate the percentage and paid of the adjusted bill. Okay. Now calculate the percentage paid of the adjusted bill. Here percentage paid of the adjusted bill in cell J4 by adding the copay and amount owed. So first we are supposed to add the copay H4 plus amount owed I4. So we are supposed to add these two, copay plus amount owed. Okay, adding copay and amount owed, and then dividing that amount by the adjusted bill. Then we are supposed to divide this by the adjusted bill, that is F4. So we are adding copay plus amount owed, H4 plus I4, then we are dividing the result by the adjusted bill, that is F4. Okay, so we will get the percentage paid of adjusted bill. Now we are supposed to fill the handle to get the other results for this. So that is all about step number 13 of this assignment. So we have completed 13 steps so far. Now let's do step number 14. The first row of monetary values should be formatted with $sign. Apply accounting number format to range D4 up to I4. So we will select D4 up to I4. Okay, go to home tab and go to number format, and from here apply accounting number format, this one. So we have applied the accounting number format. So in this video I have solved 14 steps for you, that is half of the assignment that I have completed for you in this video. But if you want me to do this complete course for you, including all the Word, Excel, PowerPoint or Access assignments, quizzes, simulation exams, simulation training, midterm or final, you can contact me and you can hire me for your complete course. My WhatsApp number and email is showing at the bottom of the screen. You can contact me either through WhatsApp or email and you can hire me for your complete courses. I will produce A grade for you throughout your degree prom. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will get back to you with another useful solution. Thank you so much again.